Guys doing? This is important in reference to the activities of these people that are criminals. The way they start out their scams, the way they start out their identity theft game. First they notice a person or somebody looks at a database of somebody's wealth or land or property. Then they look at their picture of who they are and their family history of who their parents are and their grandparents. This is the way they steal. This is the way they plot their scams and their schemes and their con artist games. Look at all the information of what these people try to do when they try to steal a person's identity. They try to mess up their teeth. They try to mess up their face. They try to steal their penises. They try to steal their DNA. They try to steal their sperm. And then they try to artificially inseminate somebody of their race at the same time that they're trying to murder off the person that they stole sperm from as their schemes and scams. And then they try to get bureaucratic on it when people have caught them or identified the people that are doing these things. Then they try to proceed with trying to make up things if they couldn't get in on the person or they couldn't create a fake relationship or they couldn't get in on the relationship of this person as they were trying to play the inside threat of them and endangerment. So in reference to the history of what kind of, and hello CSI people, and hello in reference to documentations of history in reference to who I am and who my parents are. So in reference to these thieves and their con artist games and their manipulations and their confusion and their tricks of denying the facts, such as their people trying to confuse a person's identity. They try to make a person look, if you're a rich person, they try to make you look dirty. They call you dirty things. They try to make up lies about your sexuality, about your finances, about your family. Then after they try to do all those things, and even before, I mean, some of these things are intertwined between their schemes of their different criminal minds of these government criminals and their illegal invasion into America or their illegal activities of their schemes and scams. They try to intertwine their tricks. They try to play race card games. They try to play all kinds of other accusations. Look at all the things these people have tried to accuse me of. I've never done nothing wrong. I'm the real child of my mother and father. I'm the owner of my mother and father's mansions. I got kidnapped from my mother and father's mansions, and they've been holding me hostage for over 26 years, these people. Blocking me from my mother and father's mansions that I grew up in. The Royal Protocol's in the media. It tells you who I am. And it tells you all the properties and all the listings of properties and land and rentals and mansions and airplanes and yachts and everything that I own in reference to my mother and father's estates and my grandparents. These people, you look at the history, you kind of look at it like what these scam artists have done and their Ponzi scheme of them trying to steal my identity and their activity of trying to steal my family wealth. These people trying to steal careers. These people trying to alter pictures or trying to change pictures. These people trying to change documents and forgeries that these people have done. Yeah, it's one of these things. They try to get in on somebody. They try to break up friendships. They mess with my mouth. That's more lawsuits. That's physical contact. It's damaging of the teeth. They try to mess up a person's face. They try to mess up a person's teeth. They try to mess up their identity. They start stealing postal mail. They start trying to hide things that they've stolen from me. They start trying to play this bullying game and their misrepresentation of facts. There's a whole list of where these people start out with their scams, where they start out with their forgeries. They fabricate business deals that nobody ever had with these people. My parents didn't have no business deals with these people. These people are thieves and con artists. You look at the history of what these people have done. The lies and tricks, their interception of monies that I was supposed to have received, their forgeries of documents, their forgeries of finances and gifts and holiday gifts that these people have stolen. They intercept phone calls. They intercept postal mail. And then your friends are like, hey, man, I called you. You didn't get a phone message or something. Well, I didn't get no phone call. Or, somebody will try to call, and then the friend on the other side will be like, well, I guess they're just not hanging out with us or not wanting to talk to us or something, in reference to a person trying to call me. And these people are intercepting the phone calls. And they intercept celebrity phone calls and from casting directors and writers and producers and cinematographers. And then those people that do those things, that intercept phone calls, those people try to make it. They try to get into the entertainment industry. They try to get into sneaking in or trying to get close to other people to try to build a false career. I'm not talking about legitimate, friendly people. I'm talking about bad people. Con artists, manipulators, terrorists, illegal people, assassins that these dirty government people have hired to try to steal my mother and father's estates from me. I'm the only owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And these people trying to play these tricks, like I said, you got to figure out where they started their scam. First of all, they try to play a chance meeting. And these are people with cruel intentions, bad intentions. These are people with manipulative intentions of what they are trying to do. They're trying to steal. Like they'll try to scam. Like they'll try to make up some slip and fall trick, and then they'll try to frame the rich person or the big corporation. These tricksters, these people trying to murder me, these people tried to steal my identity and my family history and my mother and father's estates. These people try to play all kinds of tricks. Then they'll get in the satellite control rooms if they weren't already before burning a person. These people get in the satellite control rooms. Then they start trying to play zapping and burning and torturing games, trying to ruin their health or trying to ruin their beauty, and then trying to call them a junkie, trying to put them in the slums as they're trying to steal mansions from me. They thought they'd try to hold me hostage in a poor neighborhood. As these people was trying to sneak in and trying to steal identities of lawn care people or people that worked on the properties of my mother and father's companies. Or then they try to make up lies, and then they say, oh, they said the company don't need the owner. I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies, no matter what your opinion is. The companies don't need none of you. I'm the owner. And your people have to get thrown off the properties. Whoever you bad people are. I'm the real owner, and accountants that are defrauding me, they're going to go to prison. My mother and father had to throw some accountants in jail or something before. My mother had to arrest court judges, or my father had to arrest court judges before. And they're conspirators. They just messed my mouth. And those court judges' names and DNA are supposed to be on record. And it's more court cases in reference to the criminals. Role protocol of my identities in the media 24 hours a day. And don't forget, you always got to watch how these people try to play their tricks, their lies, the way they try to fabricate their accusations and their misrepresentation and their incompetence of deliberately misrepresenting my identity and my financial status of my mother and father's estates and trust funds and insurance and lawsuit monies and court case history. It's big, big lawsuits every day, and they go up every day. And when I got out of bed, that satellite man zapped me in the tailbone and the spinal cord like they were trying to make somebody shit their fucking leg or something. It's attempted murder. It's lawsuits every day.